What is up, YouTube? My name is Gear and I'm back with a brand new video. And today, well, we are going to be discussing the battle for mid-table. I mean, some people busy here focusing on the battle for the title with Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal. But let me tell you this: which position is more unpredictable on like who's gonna get? Because obviously we have favorites, and Man City being the favorites to win the title and all that. But who are the favorites for sixth position? Because right now West Ham are sitting at 36 points. But let me tell you this: 11th position has 29 points, just 7 points behind the sixth position. And when you get into the 10th, ninth, 8th, 7th, and 6th positions, well, the gap is only a mere 5 points. So for me, that's pretty tight. Not because I'm a Chelsea fan and we're back into 10th position, but it's because what we can achieve, and that's getting into Europe. I mean, 5 points isn't a lot of space, but of course, man, how did we get into this position as Chelsea Football Club? We were just 8th just a week ago, but that fellow, like, thromping, like, beating the drum with us. That was Liverpool. But of course, man, the officiating in that game was absolutely horrendous, man. And people were saying, hey, but the flow of the game, I mean, Liverpool deserved to win. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't give a shit about the flow of the game. I'm a Chelsea fan. We dominate games and still lose 1-0. So people telling us this about the flow of the game, no, like Liverpool deserved to win. I'm like, dude, do you know how many 1-0s we've lost at home because of some silly mistake or like we dominate position, dominate chances, dominate corner, dominate every attacking aspect, even XG. I remember the time where I'm not sure if we still are, but we're like first or like top 4 at least in the league in terms of XG, and but like realistically goals scored were like I think mid or bottom half of the table. I'm like, people telling me this about the flow of the game, the flow of the game, the flow of the game. I'm like, I don't care about that. This is supposed to be a penalty. I mean, frankly, for me, was the Gallagher one. I mean, in the first 5 minutes, if we get an early goal lead, because of course, Cole Palmer would have scored that penalty, it changes the entire mentality and psychological effect of that game. Yes, you can say, well, Liverpool have been 1-0 down and it will be too early for you to score and all that jazz. But I'm saying, for this young Chelsea team where mentality is such a problem and going to the most toxic venues in the league, that would have given us a huge boost. And of course, again, in Kunku, that was like 3-1 at the time, turns into 3-2, and frankly, we're going to be steamrolling them. I'm like, these are pivotal points in a game where people just telling us no, like based on the position, based on the chances, based on how many times they hit the post, on like how many save Petrovic has made. I'm like, that means nothing at the end of the day, because these are goal chances. These are like, frankly, goals, you know, because it's a penalty. The odds of like a goalkeeper saving a penalty are like, what is it, like 0.2, something like that. So I'm like saying, bro, that's a certain goal, because the Cole Palmer's conversion is basically 100%, if not it is 100%. So all these things, man, all the officiating, and the crazy thing is, man, the only reason that Man United are sitting at 35 points was because of a penalty. No, I think I'm mixing it up. Was a Wolves penalty, yeah, Wolves against Wolves. A Wolves penalty that they got that was given for them, but it wasn't given for Conor Gallagher and Christopher Nkunku. So 3 instances, 2 different games, all of them are the same, and then only one is given. Like it just infuriates me, bro. It does infuriate me, and obviously the Man U fans won't care because they won that game, but we care because whoa, if those penalties were given for us, we could have won or even drew against Liverpool, and that would put us into like what, 9th position, because I think we have a better XG than Brighton. So man, it just like 10th position is so infuriating, bro. And the fact is we're playing Wolves away from home. I mean, at home. That's a battle for. That's a battle to stay on page 1. Really, Wolves win. I mean, I think on 32 points. We win. We go high as 8th. So, man, like it's so crazy how tight it is in that middle section of the league. It's so incredibly tight, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. The battle for mid-table, man. The battle for mid-table is very interesting, man. It's West Ham, Manchester United, Brighton, Newcastle, and I think Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, those are frankly big teams as well, man. Which some will say some shouldn't be there. Just shows you how competitive this league is, bro. Because I think Aston Villa are like 6 points ahead from sixth. So, man, it is a crazy how tight it is, bro. It's crazy how tight it's. I remember, I remember a time early on in the season where we won like 2 games in a row and we're still at 10th position. Well, tell you now, win 2 games in a row, win 2 games in a row now, man. You are basically in Europe. That's how tight it is, and frankly, that just shows you how by the precipice most of these teams are. And I do think we will be the best of the rest. I do think we will be the best of the rest because that Liverpool result was such a blip, bro. I mean, Bernard Badiashile, absolutely horrendous, bro. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, it's so crazy that every time he plays, I mean, obviously there are a lot of people from that team that played subpar, like Chilwell. I mean, it wasn't chilly weather. I can tell that it was clear skies, blazing hot sun, man, blazing hot sun. So it wasn't chilly weather, and I think Conor Gallagher. I mean, Conor Gallagher was just too negative, wasn't it? And because even I said we should play him because I thought, hey, man, he's a good mentality. I wouldn't expect us to have too much of the ball, and obviously Conor Gallagher's strengths are off the ball. Because I've been seeing some Twitter clips around saying, hey, man, look at Conor Gallagher here, look at Conor Gallagher do that, and I'm just saying, wait a minute, this guy on the ball. I mean, we don't we barely want Conor Gallagher on the ball. It's off the ball that way is valuable, and I think everyone can agree on that. So, man, the table for mid-table is so interesting, bro, because Man U and West Ham face each other. I mean, like hopefully that'll be a draw for our sake, for Chelsea's sake, because if any of those win that, man, the gap gets a bit dicey, a bit dicey. So for Chelsea's sake, I really hope that turns into a draw. Yeah, and then we win that. We go to 34 points. That's eighth position currently. Then Man U will be at 35, but only if they lose. But if they lose, which means West Ham will go to 39 points, and that's a huge gap, man. That's a huge gap. It really is a huge gap. But hopefully Chelsea will keep improving and getting better and better and better and taking these losses to the chest. Because again, we still don't know the mentality. I mean, the sheer depth of the mentality that this Chelsea team have, man. Because they have no connection to the club and everything. And of course, since we lost the game, of course, again, the hashtag Poch Out was trending, which happens almost like every 2 weeks or every week, depending on the result that we get. I mean, draw or loss, man. Poch out, Poch out, Poch out. Am I Poch out? Obviously not, man. Obviously not, because he doesn't have the pieces that people think we have. I mean, let me compare Man U and Chelsea because I have a lot of Man U friends, and of course they troll me and all that. Just look at the quality of Man U, not money spent, everything. The sheer quality that Man U has compared to Chelsea. Which team is better on paper? It's obviously Manchester United, man. Defensively, I think Onana has been crap, so I'll put Petrovic above him. Martinez and Varane start for us, man. Luke Shaw starts for us. James when he's fit, of course, starts for them. Midfield, I think, or midfield, wait, someone there? Oh, nah, man. I just thought Todd Bowley was here so we can have a meet and greet again weekly. But yeah, man, Moses Caicedo, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Conor Gallagher. Brother, they have way more quality. So, I mean, Marcus Rashford, Mudryk. I mean, just taking off your tinted glasses, Man U have a better squad. And when you look at West Ham, I think they have a slightly, I think, more proven squad. Let me say, I wouldn't say they're better, but more proven. They've been there, done that. They have that grit. They have that grind force. Brighton, exciting, but I think Chelsea have a better squad than them. But of course, Brighton, they're Brighton, so they have. I mean, the thing about Brighton, they don't have many expectations, so that's why I think there isn't any fan divide that you might see. Newcastle are injury ridden, but they are behind Eddie Howe, so that's something like there's something for them to. That's something they have above Chelsea. So yeah. I think we are deluded as Chelsea fans saying Poch out because we think, or some people think, that this squad is better than what they are because of the money that we spent, but they don't realize we spent that money on potential, not on what they are. I was having a conversation with some of my friends saying, yo, man, if we bought Joshua Kimmich with that 110 instead of Moses Caicedo, and let's say we bought, I don't know, man, another great midfielder, because Enzo Fernandez is pretty good, but I don't know, Ilkay Gundogan instead of Enzo Fernandez. And I don't know who else. Mudryk, who replaced Mudryk, who was on the market. Maybe Rafael Leao, maybe. And we bought who Osman, of course, instead of Jackson. If we bought more experience, more seasoned veterans, people who are in the prime of their careers, I think we're instantly in a better position because we have more quality, more experience, more personality, more grit than what we have. Because right now we basically have a wide blank canvases in these players, which can be anything. And that's the thing. We hope they're going to be good because of what they initially have, but there is no guarantee that they will be good than what they are. This is what I always said about young players, man. This is how good they can be for the rest of their season. There's no reason why you think they're going to develop. There absolutely is no reason, because if that was the case, then we'll be seeing like so many great superstars which had like one great moment in their career or great seasons in their career early on and them fading away. We've seen that time in and time in and time again. So I don't like it. I mean, I would have liked it if we bought some experience, like instead of, okay, it's gonna be crazy for me to say, but at the time, instead of buying Cole Palmer, we bought Madison. That would have been a great game changer. Just those type of standard of buying, buying more experience. The people who are above 27 that Todd Bowley is reluctant to buy, but buying people who have been there, done that, And honestly, I think we're in a better position, and we will be in a better position. And this thing slid down again, just like Chelsea, just falling down the table. Oh, you're eighth, not anymore. Now you're 10th. Brother. But yeah. Well, will the sun shine on us again? I think so. I will be recording Wolves preview, obviously, and uploading that. I don't know if I will, because it will be the weekend, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man, because that was a very, very deflating game against Liverpool. And thing is, man, talking about 4-1, talk about foreboding. In my Liverpool preview, I literally said, man, let's hope that the 12th man is the crowd and not the referee. And turns out they had 13 men on the field. Because the referee, Paul Tierney, that freaking twit, he was on their side, bro. Freak's sake, dude. So crazy how you can just call these things just to go against Chelsea. It's so infuriating, bro. It truly, truly is, man. But besides all that, man, all that's left for me to say is wish all of you a very good day. Bye-bye.